Good morning students, myself Anup Kumar and it is my second video of this week, and today we will start a new chapter. Okay, chapter 3, square and square roots. Okay, at first we will discuss about some definition, that what is square and what is square root, what is the perfect square, and then we will solve some questions based on this. Okay students, so let's start the class. Now, what is square of a number? The square of a number is the product of the number with the number itself. It means if we will assume a number as x, and if we will multiply the x with itself, it means x into x, then we can write x into x as x square. Okay, x is for any number. So if we will take x as 4 for an example, then 4 square means what? 4 into 4, it means is equal to 16. Okay, so this is the square of a number. Okay, now the next, perfect square or square numbers. What is perfect square or square numbers? A natural number is called a perfect square or a square number if it is the square of some natural number. What does it mean? Let's see with example. Here you can see that 1 is a natural number, but 1 is the square of which number? It is the square of the same number. That is 1 square is equal to 1. 1 square means 1 into 1. Okay, same as if we will take 4, because 2 and 3 is not the square of any number. Okay, so we can't take 2 and 3. So next number is 4. So 4 is the square of which number? 2. It means 2 square is equal to 4. So 4 is a perfect square. Same as 5, 6, 7 and 8. These are the not perfect square. So after that the 9 will come. So 9 is the square of which number? 3. Same as if we will write 16, then 16 is the square of 4. Same as 25, 25 is the square of 5, and so on. Okay, so these are the perfect squares. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. Now next topic is perfect square or square numbers. Okay, same as here you can see that same thing I have repeated here to understand you nicely. Okay students, so let's move to the topic. Now the next topic is, at first the question, we will see some question. Is 1764 a perfect square? If so, find the number whose square is 1764. At first we have to find that 1764 is a perfect square or not, and then we have to find if it is a perfect square, then in which number, that is in that we have to find the number whose square is 1764. Okay, so let's see it. At first, prime factor of 1764. In this question, at first we will find the prime factor of that number. Here 16764. If you will find the prime factor of 176 then you will get 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Okay, now so here you can see that 1764 is the product of pairs of equal factor, because here you can see 2 times, 3 2 times, and 7 2 times. So these are all in pair. All the numbers are in pair. So we can say that if all the prime factors of any number has equal pair of numbers, then we will say that it is a perfect square. Okay, same as now we have to find that the number whose square is 1764. So the same prime factor I have written here. Then now 2 into 2, it means we can write as 2 to the square, then 3 to the square, and 7 to the square. Now we know that the laws of exponent, that if the base is not common but the exponent is common, then we will multiply all the numbers of the base and we will write the common exponent. Okay, so 2 into 3 into 7 in the bracket and the common power 2. Okay, so 2 3 is 6 7 is 42. It means 42 to the whole square. So we can say that 42 is the number whose square is 1764. Like this we can find the value of this type of question. Okay, so now students, let's see the another question. Now another question is that find the number whose perfect square is 576. Okay, now let's start. Now, again, we will find the prime factor of 576. Then we will get 2. How many times? Here you can see that 2 6 times and 3 2 times. Okay. Then we can write the numbers 2 to the square, then again 2 to the square, then again 2 to the square into 3 to the square. Okay. Now, again there are same common exponent, so we will write the common base in the product form and the common exponent. Okay, so 2 2 is 4, 2 is 8, 3 is 24. It means the base will be 24 and it has power 2. Okay, it means we can say that 24 is the number whose square is 576. Okay students, so let's solve another question. Now another question is here. I can show you. The question is that by what list number should 2156 be multiplied to get a perfect square? Okay, it means 2156 is not a perfect square. It is already written in the question. Okay, we have to find that number, which number we should multiply so that 215 that the number will be a perfect square. So in what list number we can multiply, and the second question is that we have to find the number whose square is the new number. Okay, so let's find. Now at first same process, we will find the prime factor of 2156. Then we will get 2 times, 7 2 times and 11 only 1 times. Here you can see that 2 is in pair, 7 is in pair, but 11 has no pair. It means 11, if instead of only 1 11, if there was on 2 11s, it means that time it can be perfect square, but not. Here it not. It means what is the list number we have to multiply. If there will be 111, then the given number will be the perfect square. Okay, so the list number should be multiplied by 11. It means to get a perfect square, we have to multiply the 2156 by 11. So the list number will be 11. Okay, after that the new number. What the new number? If we will multiply the 2156 with 11. So we know that the prime factor of 2156, 2 2 times, 7 2 times and 11 only 1 times. If we will multiply with 11, then 11 will be of 11 also 2 times. Then again you can see that common base, not common base but common exponent. So we will write all the base in the product form, 2 into 7 into 11 and the common exponent 2. So 2 into 7 into 11 it will be 154 to the whole square. Okay, so we can say that 154 is the number whose square is the new number. Okay students, so like this we can find. Okay, so now all the students, let's see another question. Here same question, but here it is written not multiplied, here it is written divided, and instead of 2156 here it is written 8820. Okay, same process we will follow in this question also. Okay, now so here prime factor of 8820 will be 2 times, 3 2 times, 7 2 times and only 1 5. It means if we will divide 8820 by 5, then 5 and 5 will cut out, then it will be the perfect square. It means by that is with 5, if we will divide 8820 with 5, then we will get the perfect square. So the list number will be 5, and after that the new number, it means new number we will get after dividing 8820 by 5. Then we will get only 2 square into 3 square and 7 square. Again we will write all the base in product and the common exponent as 2. So it will be 42 to the whole square. So we can say that 42 is the number whose square is the new number. Okay students, so I hope that you all have understood. So let's solve another question. Now this time Here you can see that we have to find the largest number of 3 digits which is a perfect square. Okay, in this question we will not use prime factorization method. We will not find prime factor because here you can see that no number is given, but we know that what is the largest number of 3 digits. We know that the largest number of 3 digits will be 9, 9 and 9. Okay, largest number of 3 digit will be 9, 9 and 9. It means 999. Okay, now here you can see what process we will do in this question. Here at first we will take, there you can see that 999. So at first we will start from the last. So the last digit is 9. It means here 3 digits, 100 digits, tens digits and unit digits. So we will start from unit digit. Then unit digit and tens digit we will take as same. We will take as same. 99999. Here like this, and then 9 dot. Okay, now so here if there are 3 digits, then we will write from last, we will write common 2 digits underscore. Here we will write reckoning sign. It is the reckoning sign. And if there is only one digit, there is no pair, so we will write on a dot line. This is called period. This line is called, or this dot is called period. So at first we have to solve it. How can we solve? There is no number, there is no divisor. Okay, only dividend is given 999. Okay, so we will start from what? We will start multiplying from 1. And we have to multiply with the same number. That is, if you are dividing with 1, then you will multiply with 1 also. That is 1 into 1. Okay, so 1 into 1 we know 1. It is also less than 9. The first period is 9, so it is less than 9. Okay, now after 1, let's divide with 2. Then 2, then we have to multiply with 2. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Okay, it is also less than 9. Okay, now the next number 3. If we will multiply 3 with 3, then 3 into 3, 9. It is equal to 9, that period. Okay, so always keep it in your mind that if we will divide any number, then that number will be less than that period or equal to that period. We cannot take more than number to that period. It means that we cannot divide. If we will divide with 4 and 4, then 4 4 is 16, which is greater than the first period. The first period is 9, which is greater than the first period. So we cannot apply 4 numbers. So it means we can multiply it with 3 only. So 3 3 is 9, and we will write that number 3 times. 3 individual we will write 3, and again 3 we will write individual also. But like this you can see here. Okay, 3 and 3, and that 3 we will write in quotient also. So here you can see in quotient side 3 is also written. Okay, after that if you will add 3 and 3 individual, then you will get 3 plus 3 6. Okay, and 9 and 9 0, cross sign you have seen. Now after that we will note down the next period. Now next period is both number, because both reckoning sign here it is, you can see that 99. So 99 we can opt out. After that 3 plus 3 6. Now this time we will not take 6. 6 is there, so we will not take 6 into 636. No, it will be the unit digit. Sorry, it will be the tens digit, and just beside to this we will start with again 1, then 2, then 3. So if we will write 1, then downside again we will write 1, same as the above. So 1 1, then it will be 61 and 1. So if we will multiply 61 into 1, then we will get again 61, only 61, which is less than 99. Okay, now if you will take 2, then it will be what? It will be 62 and 62. Okay, like this. Here you can see that if you will write 2, then instead of 61 into 1, it will be 62 and 2. Okay, but 62 into 2 will be what? it will be 124, which is more than 99. So we cannot take 62 into 2. Then we will write 1 and 1. So again we will write 1 3 times. 1 in divisor section and again 1 in the quotient section. So here we will add 61 plus 1 62, and 61 into 1 will be 61, which can be write just below the 99, that is the just below the second period. So 61, then 9 minus 1 8, and 9 minus 6 3. Remainder will be 38. Why? Because there is no any number after second period. So only 38 is the remainder and 31 is the quotient. Okay. After that, what we will do to find the square of that number? Okay. So here you can see now. So remainder will be 38 and quotient will be 31. After that, we will subtract the dividend minus remainder to get the largest number of 3 digits. It means if we will subtract 999 minus 38, then we will get 961, and then 961 is the largest number of 3 digits, which is a perfect square. Okay, and what 961 is the perfect square of which number? 31. You can see if you will multiply 31 into 31, then you will get 961. So like this we can solve this type of question. Okay students, so I hope that you all have understood. Okay, so thank you dear.